Don't move, NIU2U starts now.
Hey, what's up? This your boy Fred Hammond.
Hi, I'm B-Flat, aka Baby Hair Super Fresh.
This Big Sean, good music.
What's going on? This is Drizzy Drake, and you are now tuned in to NIU.
NIU2U.
And I love you forever. Believe that, boy.
Hello there, and welcome to the only show on NIU's campus you should care about. Coming to you live from Stevenson, I'm your host, Taurean Small. And back from the grave, it's the host, Kiara Herring.
Hey guys, I'm glad to be back and glad to be bringing NIU2U. On the show today, sits down with Black Male Initiative President, Robert Payne.
Later in Small Talk, we catch up with the great-grandson of W.E.B. Dubois, Arthur Edward McFarland II.
But now Wiz and his green carpet tour make their stop at NIU.
And that's what's up in today's Campus Buzz. After months of anticipation, NIU and Wiz Khalifa finally roll out the green carpet.
Wiz performed many hits from his new album, Rolling Papers, and a lot of hits from his previous mixtapes, such as Cabin Fever and Cushion Orange Juice.
So how was the concert?
It was packed, completely packed. For a Wednesday night, it was a great turnout. The crowd loved the music. Even if they didn't know the songs, they bobbed their heads. It was an awesome night. But don't take my word for it. We can go to Kiara Riley, who's our man on the street today, asking students just like you how they felt about the concert.
This past week, Wiz Khalifa invaded NIU's Convocation Center. After the smoke settled, we got the students' reactions on the concert.
It was awesome. It was a green scene. It was literally just, it was a lot of energy. It was very diverse, and it was like the atmosphere. It was just awesome. It was different.
The staff was a little thirsty at the end of the event, like as far as like personally, one of my brothers had his shirt off towards the end, showing off his tattoos, and one of the guys like, hey, put your shirt on, get out of here, this is my house. I'm like, it's not that serious. And then one of the other guys in the aisle, like, somebody tried to hop over the banister so they can go up the stairs to get out quicker. Dude told him, give me your ID. Like, I don't have an ID. And then the girl tried to give a dude a hug over the rail. He like, this is a no fun zone. So they kind of like a little extra towards the end of the event.
Having the Wiz concert was a good idea. It was nice to bring him here to the school. Unfortunately, I didn't attend. I'm not the biggest Wiz fan. I like a few of his songs, but I didn't just feel the need to pay $45 to go, hear him sing two songs that I know.
Well, although I really don't know Wiz Khalifa, I didn't know none of his music. He was a good performer. He kept me entertained.
Even though the concert wasn't completely packed, the students that did attend had a great time. At the Student Center, I'm Kiara Riley.
For everything you've seen on today's Campus Buzz, follow us at Twitter at NABJ NIU or head over to the new site at NIU2U.org.
Don't go anywhere. Small Talk after the break.
We are hungry.
We are determined.
We are strong.
We are passionate.
We are red and black.
We are one. We are driven.
We are family.
We are Huskies. We are Huskies.
We are Huskies. We are Huskies!
During the early 1900s, W.E.B. Dubois fought for educational equality. Generations later, his great-grandson continues his legacy. He joins us in today's Small Talk. Joining us today in Small Talk is the great-grandson of W.E.B. Dubois, Arthur McFarland II. How are you today, sir?
I'm doing well.
That's great. You're known as the great-grandson of W.E.B. Dubois. Do you ever feel sometimes that it's a burden trying to pick up where he left off?
Yeah, there's definitely times when it's tough. I remember when I was younger, I was about 30 years old, and I was thinking, wow, by this time my great-grandfather had done this and this and this and this. And so it's tough. I mean, I think when you're trying to follow in the footsteps of one of the greatest leaders that this country has ever known, it's always going to be difficult. But I've tried to learn to step out of that and not be him, but rather be me. And I think that's really a better place for me.
So moving forward, your legacy would be just to continue to spread the word of your great-grandfather.
Absolutely. So spread the word of him and all the other great leaders that have come before us to put us here. We often celebrate Martin Luther King's birthday, and he's a great man that we should celebrate his life. but there were so many others. There was Booker T. Washington, Frederick Douglass, and Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, Ida B. Wells, Charles Drew.
Yeah.
You know, there's just so many of them. I've been working recently with the descendants of Charles Drew and Ida B. Wells and Madam C.J. Walker to spread some of what we know about the people who we come from so that black people can see them in real life today. And I think that's a really important part of what we need to do. We need to see our history alive.
And on a lighter note, I remember you told us yesterday that you met Charles Drew's great-granddaughter as well.
Yeah, her daughter. His daughter,
his great-granddaughter. Or daughter.
His daughter, yeah.
So you said the experience was sort of weird for you because it was outside looking in. Right. How was that feeling of meeting another descendant of a great?
It was really fascinating. Alelia Bundles is the great-granddaughter, great-great-granddaughter of Madam C.J. Walker. Michelle Duster is the great-granddaughter of Ida B. Wells. And Charlene Drew Jarvis is the daughter of Charles Drew, and the four of us were all together. And it was, I remember just the days leading up to it thinking, I read about all these people in books. I know what they did. I know what their contributions to black history are about, but I've never met any one of their descendants. And so it gave me a sense of what people must feel like when they meet me, to say, okay, I read about W.E.B. Du Bois in a book, but I've never met anybody who's descended from him and who has a sense of his greatness. And so it was really very interesting for me to meet them and to get to know them. They're real people, they're wonderful people, and they have a great perspective on the people that they're descended from. So it's a lot of fun.
And what are your thoughts on NIU?
I think NIU is a great place. It sounds like, to me, like there's a lot of progress being made on a lot of different levels. And it feels comfortable to me. People have been very nice here and very accepting in my visit here. And I can't say anything bad about my experience at all. It's all been wonderful.
Well, thanks for joining us today. Once again, special thanks to our guest, Arthur Edward McFarland II. I'm Taurean Small, and this is Small Talk.
Thanks, Taurean. NABJ reporter MM sits down with Black Male Initiative President Robert Payne about his newest accomplishments on campus.
Academics, community service, and social interaction. These are the three pillars that hold up one of NIU's most prominent black organizations here on campus. Under his leadership, Robert Payne has taken Black Male Initiative to new heights.
BMI is mainly an academic organization which focuses on making sure that black males actually graduate college, but we also do community service in the DeKalb and Sycamore area, as well as in Chicago and the surrounding areas. And we focus on social interaction, camaraderie amongst our members. In 2001, Don noticed, and he probably noticed before 2001, but it sort of came to a head in 2001. On NIU's campus, there were only about 20% of admitted African American males that were graduating from the university. So he saw that as a problem. He felt that there needed to be a group that specifically addressed this issue. So he started BMI with 5 members, and he was proud that all 5 actually graduated. They were somewhat troubled students, but with the support of the group, he got them across the stage with undergraduate degrees. To be a leader of an organization, to plan and moderate meetings on a weekly basis, to do all the behind-the-scenes stuff, getting paraphernalia straight, delegating to the rest of my executive board. It's been a shaping process. I mean, it's helped shape me in ways I didn't know it would.
At the Center for Black Studies, I'm Emma McAfee.
Thanks, MM.
In today's Overtime, Jarrell Silvers gives an exclusive look at the And1 Streetball Tour.
The And1 basketball team brought their talents to NIU and left everyone on the edge of their seats.
It was a real good game, The N1 team, they were very talented, but as you see the NIU students, they do got skills.
And skills is just what the A-team brought in their fierce competition against And1.
Honestly, we did expect to win. I mean, I always expect to win in any event that I compete in. You just come with the confidence and play like you're a winner.
And even though the A-team didn't come away with the win, the crowd still managed to get in on the fun. Events like the And1 game are good for the campus. It brings excitement to the students, and everyone enjoys the experience.
I mean, whenever you can travel around with all these knuckleheads on the team, everybody, 12 different personalities, It's always fun. Every moment is always something different, something funny.
It's a blessing to inspire kids with your amazing skills on the court.
I'm Jarrell Silvers, and you've just been taken into Overtime.
Thanks, Jarrell. Well, for everything you've seen on today's show and more, head over to the new site at NIU2U.org or follow us on Twitter at NABJ NIU. I'm your host, Kiara Herring.
And I'm Taurean Small. Thanks for watching.